Good morning students and welcome to our YouTube channel Gnan Manjari Modern School. In the previous video we are just going through the chapter number 11, that is measurements and motions. In that we have seen the motion, in that we have seen the translation motion and the rotational motion. Now the two motions, periodic motion and non-periodic motions are remaining. So first of all let us revise the translation motion. In that there are further translation motion is divided into two parts, that was rectilinear and curvilinear motions, okay. And then after we have seen the rotational motion which just revolve itself on its axis. And now just there was an activity, let us see that activity first of all. And here word help, in that page number 129 you can see word help, that is axis. What is axis? It is an imaginary line around which an object rotates. Then after activity, to show that when an object undergoes rotational motion, different parts of it move by different distance in a given time, okay. Then after resources needed, a chart paper, 3 sketch pen of different color, adhesive tape, a piece of string, a ruler, a door, etc. Method: spread out the chart paper under door and fix it. Then after newspaper to floor with the adhesive tape, okay. And then after shut the door and use the adhesive tape. Stick the 3 sketch pen A, B, C, D to the door, okay, in such a way that the tips touch the chart paper. Now open the door gently. You will see that the 3 sketch pen makes curved lines on the chart paper. Use the string and the ruler to measure the length of the 3 curved lines. Discussion and conclusion will be: the hinge of the door acts as the axis around which the door rotates. You will observe it is that the arcs made by the 3 sketch pens are of the different length. The length of the arcs made by the 3 sketch pens in order A is greater than B is greater than C. This shows that the different parts of the door moves by the different distance in the same period time. Here they are just saying that when we just open a door, it is also moving on its axis, okay. It moves on its axis. Is, I have said this is a door, okay. When it is closed door, when I just open this, it will move on its axis. It is open door, then after again close, open, close, okay. In that way it will move along the axis. The axis of the door is this, okay students. Moving forward, that is periodic motion. So what is periodic motion? Periodic motion so here a definition is given, that is motion that repeats, motion that repeats, itself at equal intervals of time is called periodic motion. And what is non-periodic motion? Its definition is also given. Non-periodic motion. Non-periodic motion, the definition is given, which is a motion that does not repeat itself at regular interval of time is called non-periodic motion. Non-periodic motion. Okay, here periodic motion. First of all, what is periodic motion? If I just give an example, the sunrise and the sunset, it is a periodic motion. Ever happened that one day the sun doesn't came? Yes, it will happen, but the cloud will come in between, but the sun will be there only. So motion that repeats itself at equal intervals of time is called the periodic motion. And then after, ever it happen about the moon, that moon doesn't come one day. Yes, it will not be there on the Amavasya, but it is a time interval, means every Amavasya the moon will be not there. It is a periodic cycle only, so it is known as the periodic motion. Then after, it is non-periodic motion. A motion that does not repeat itself at regular interval of time is called non-periodic motion. If I say about the school, then we know that from Monday to Friday, your time will be same. That is 7:30 to 12:30. And then after, what at the Saturday it is of the afternoon time. Okay. Then after, on Sunday it is holiday, but it will repeat again and again. Means every Monday the time will be same. Every Tuesday time will be same. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But there are some exceptions. What are they? They are some of the festivals in which there is holiday. So they are some of the exceptions. But it is a one kind of not pure periodic time. But there are some of the points in which there is not periodic motion. Okay, reading it. And also we know that the clock hands are periodic. Okay, motion that repeats itself at equal interval of time is called periodic motion. Figure 11.9, you can see periodic motion is given. That is, example of periodic motion are the to and fro motion of pendulum, the rotation of the earth about its axis, the movements of the hand of the clock, and the pulse string of a music instrument. Okay. Then after, non-periodic motion, that is a motion that does not repeat itself as a regular interval of time is called the non-periodic motion. An example is a butterfly visiting a garden. Now that we have read about the different types of motion, it is important to understand that in real life, an object that is moving often exhibits more than one type of the motion. For example, a car moving in a straight path is in a rectilinear motion, but its wheels are in the rotational motion. The movement of the earth is about its axis. It is rotational as well as periodic motion. You can think more such examples. So here we have just completed our chapter, that is chapter number 11, measurements and the motion. So in that we have seen the different types of the measurements and also different types of the motions. In motion, if I just say that, first of all we have seen the which motion, that was translation motion, then after rotational motion, then after periodic motion, and then after non-periodic motion. So in the translation motion there were two types, rectilinear and curvilinear motions. Okay, and in rotational motion we know that the object which just revolve on its own axis, okay, that is the rotational motion. And then after we have seen the periodic, means it just repeat again and again by a cycle, that is periodic motion. And then after, here we have seen the non-periodic motion. In that we have seen that doesn't repeat again and again. But what they said, that the car is moving on a rectilinear motion, but their wheels of the car are just moving on the rotational motion. Okay students, now moving forward to the exercise answers. So, in the exercise, you can see first question, that is MCQ, okay, and their answers, that is early boats use this for travels across waterways, that is wind energy and water current, steam engines or petrol engines or diesel engines. So here it will be A, that is wind energy and water current. Wind energy, first one, the answer will be A. Okay. Second one, this is not a standard unit, that is inch, meter, handspan and centimeter. So here it will be handspan. Second one, it is C, that is handspan. Then after, third one, that is this is not a reliable measurement, that is measurement based on body parts, measurement using a ruler, measurement using a meter scale, measurement using a measuring tape. So here it will be a measuring based on body parts, because all the body parts, all the different bodies have the different body length. Then after, a millimeter is dash, thousandths time a meter, 1/100th of a meter or 1,000th of a meter or 1/10th of a meter. So here it will be C. Fourth one, that is C, that is a millimeter is a 1,000th part of meter. Then after, fifth, the type of motion in which all parts of the body in moving by the same direction in a given time, that is translation motion, that is translation motion. Fifth one, that is C, translation motion. Okay. Then after, moving towards question number 2, that is filling the blanks. Okay. In that, first one, that is the inch is a dash unit of length, standard unit of length or the non-standard unit of length. So here the first one, it will be standard unit of length. Then after, second one, the SI unit of length is dash, that is yard or meter. So SI unit of length is meter. So second answer will be meter. Okay. Third one, dash units does not vary from person to person and place to place, standard or non-standard. So here it will be standard. So third one, it is standard. Okay. Fourth one, the length of outstretched arm is called dash, that is cubit or fathom. So here it will be fourth, fathom. Fifth one, lactilinear motion is motion along a dash, that is dash line, that is straight line or curved line. So here it will be straight line. So fifth one, that is straight. Sixth one, that is dash motion repeats after equal interval of time, that is rotational motion or the periodic motion. So here it will be periodic motion. Sixth one, periodic motion. Okay, moving further to the question number C. So question number C, that is match the following. I am writing in short, you don't have to write this, you have to just take the answer. So first of all, just write down this. Okay students, have you written this? Moving forward, that is match the following. In that the first one, that is modern transport. Modern transport, then it can be said C, that is aeroplane. Airplane. Second one, that is ancient transport. Ancient transport, that is raft. E. Second one, that is E, that is raft. Third one, that is led to railways, that is what? That is leads the railway, that is steam engine. Third one, that is steam engine. A, that is steam engine. Fourth one, that is kilometer. Kilometer, it is a unit of length. So here the fourth one will be B, that is unit of length. Fifth one, that is rotation, that is the last one, that is D, that is along an axis. Fifth one, that is D, that is along an axis. Along an axis. Okay, so please write down this answer, then we will move further. Then after question number 4, that is identify types of motion in the following. So here question number 4, that is identify the types. Question number 4, in that the first one is a spinning top, that is rotational motion. First one will be rotational motion. Second one, that is steering wheel of a vehicle. Steering wheel of a vehicle, that is also rotational. Second one, rotational motion. Third one, that is the vibrating string of a guitar, that is periodic. Fourth one, a bus moving on a straight road, that is translation motion. Fifth one, that is a fish moving in a pond, that is also translation motion. Then after sixth one, a basketball thrown up in the air, that is curvilinear. Curvilinear. Then after the hands of the wall clock, that is periodic. Seventh one, that is periodic. Periodic motion. Eighth one, the turning of a doorknob, that is also rotational. Ninth one, an athletic in a 100-meter dash, that is also rotation. Tenth one, that is the wheel of a moving car, that is rotational. Motion. Then after the question number E. Question number E, that is give two examples of each of the following. Okay students, let us fast, we are just writing the answers. Question number 5. Okay, in the first one, means of transport used by, so in that a simple board, first one, that is simple board and carts. Then after second one, modern vehicle, we can say second one, that is cars and the trains. We can also write plane. Then after non-standard units of length, that is what? Non-standard units of the length, it is given here. Handspan, third one, handspan and cubit. Okay, then after fourth one, that is standard units of length, that is inch, meter. Okay, fifth one, instruments used for measuring length, that is ruler and measuring tape. Fifth one, that is ruler and measuring taps. Then after sixth one, that is objects undergo rotational motion, that is spinning tops. And wheels of car. Then after seventh one, that is object in a periodic motion, that is pendulum. And string of Veena. Okay, so these are the examples, and in question number F you can see the explain the following terms it is given. So length, measure, handspan. Here it is written from the page number 131 keywords, from that you can write. Okay students, And here we have just completed the chapter, and we will meet in the next video with our new chapter. So you just first of all write down the answers, and we just meet in the next video. Today you don't have any homework. Okay, bye students.